Today in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, I'm gonna take this Wobbler right here, upgrade him into Modulo Yuji from Jujutsu Kaisen, and then do the stupidest thing I could ever do, give him every single domain expansion in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. Will Modulo Yuji be able to contain that much power, or will he explode from too much power? So to start this whole process, I'm actually going to show you the first domain expansion he's gonna get. Let's start with the Idle Death's Gamble. Let's just give him a little bit of HP so he doesn't die immediately, and let's see if we can see a tiny head Wobbler use the Idle Death Gamble domain expansion here in combat as he fights multiple ninjas. And usually, yes, there it is. Let's listen very carefully with our ears. And he did not get the lucky gamble trigger. That was the first domain expansion. And in a little bit, I will show you the second one. But now we'll start working on his appearance. Now, this is the look we're going for Modulo Yuji here. It's a very simple look that kind of hides just how powerful Modulo Yuji is. A couple things to notice. We have some pink on the top of the hair, some dark brown on the sides. There is a scar on his mouth and a scar on his forehead. Then we have a white hoodie with a black undershirt, some black pants, and then some black shoes. Now, there are some other depictions of Modulo Yuji, especially when he's wearing his hood. He went through a little bit of an emo phase. It's perfectly fine. And I've already made the hooded version on a previous video, which is a video you can find on the channel. So how about we start off with Modulo Yuji's hair, and I want to go over to the head section and search for two pieces of hair. The first one we're going to need is the Will Nye, the Science Guy hair. This gives him a bit of that curly look on the top, just like this. And then we're going to take it and we're going to color it pink. I've colored it the wrong color in the past. We are going for this like pink right around here, but what this is lacking is the dark brown on the sides. And that dark brown will be found with the Tab G dad hair, this one right here. We're gonna take that and color it a nice dark brown, and then from here we're gonna have to do some positioning and some stretching because he's got a weird cancerous balding patch going on. Don't worry, Yuji, we'll get you fixed. So when it comes to the dad hair, we're gonna take it and we are going to just kind of shrink it along the Z-axis and turn that in a bit because all I want to do is have some sideburns. That's it. It's just like I only need it along the side of his head. I mean, look at that. You got some, it might need a bit more dark. Hold on. Oh, yeah. That dark brown is definitely going around the backside of his head. So we need to take it and like extend it with the mod. Just go, yeah. I gotta kind of do something kind of like that. And then I need to take the Will Nye, the Science Guy hair, and bring it in. I basically need to, okay, if I move it up a little bit, well, what do you know? This is pretty good, but not quite. I need to move it back just like one step. Just shove it back a step. I was trying to avoid cover the bald spot, but not get into the dark brown down here. That's not bad. That is actually kind of bad. Actually kind of really bad. God, it looks horrible. Oh, Modulo Yuji, why are you so frustrating? There, done and done. I'm not fiddling with the hair anymore. It's good enough. I mean, we're not here to enjoy the hair. We're here to see what happens when I shove 37 domain expansions into Modulo Yuji's body. It's kind of like eating food at Thanksgiving dinner. You have one plate and you feel great, but then your grandma's like, here's another plate and another plate and another plate. That's what I'm doing to Yuji. I'm stuffing him like a turkey.
I'm dying.
For example, let me show you another one of the domain expansions we're gonna give Modulo Yuji. For example, what about Malevolent Shrine? I think Modulo Yuji would love Malevolent Shrine. And let's demonstrate what Malevolent Shrine does, shall we? Take a look. Here's Modulo Yuji, and there is Malevolent Shrine, destroying all of the Wobblers located, mainly this poor Wobbler here, a victim to Malevolent Shrine. And that's just the second of many domain expansions. I will show you another domain expansion in just a little bit. Let's put some clothes on our Modulo Yuji, shall we? Next up, we need a white hoodie, and that's actually not too hard in Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. All we have to do is go over to the clothes section and then go over to the torso section and start scrolling down. And then when you're done scrolling down, keep scrolling down. Now, if you have mods, you clearly have this problem. If you don't have mods, then you don't need to scroll down so much, because what I'm looking for is the Tab G Tracksuit Jacket 00. And this Tab G Tracksuit Jacket 00 looks kind of like this on our Wobbler, but when we're done with it, we're gonna take it and color pretty much all of it a pristine white to kind of look like that. Now the stripes on the shoulders are also going to be a pristine white. In the zipper up the middle can be like a light gray. And that's pretty good. It does fit the Modulo Yuji vibe. I'd love to try and get a dark undershirt right here. Maybe using a dark collar I can do that. And pockets are kind of hard to do in that space. But the sleeves go down to the appropriate length on the wrists. That's great. And you have a collar. But we don't have a hood in the back. Now there is a way to add a hood in the back. Let me show you. It's a little bit of clever use of game mechanics. We're gonna, oh no, it won't work. Oh, okay, let me demonstrate it for you. I'm not sure how well it works. Let me grab the monster mask. And this is what happens. He's got a green monster face. But we're not gonna leave him with the green monster face. We're gonna take it and color both sections white in and out. And then we're going to be taking it and stretching it. So watch this. We're going to move it towards the back and we're going to shrink it down. And then when you put it in place, it starts to give you that kind of folded over hood look. But there's a problem with this. That's technically tied to his head. And let me see how well it moves. Yeah, see, it moves with his neck. So when he walks, wherever he is, the hood kind of moves as his head moves, and honestly, it doesn't look that bad at all. I might just keep it. Is there a way to give him a bit of a hooded look without that? It's a great question. Now, before we move on to the pants, let me show you another domain expansion that we're going to be giving Modulo Yuji. Let me temporarily remove Malevolent Shrine, and we will go and grab another domain expansion, something for you to enjoy. How about Idle Death Gamble? Nope, we already did that. Nope. No. We've already done that. Though you do need to see the jackpot. You should see Embodiment of Perfection. This belongs to Mahito, if memory serves me. And now let's see if we can get this domain expansion to trigger. And this isn't even the coolest domain expansion. You still have Gojo's domain expansion. Oh, he's dead. Oh, wait, what happened to his HP? Hey, there you go. Get some HP in there. You need to live a little bit to show off the domain expansions. And this is before I even give... Ow. Crushed by Ballista. That was rude. This is even before I give him Yuji specific abilities. This is just the domain expansion showcasing. Now, if I can just get him to use this one from Mahito. Okay, pretend you're Mahito. Pretend you're psychotic. Pretend you want to touch people. Pretend you want to convert people to the good word of Mahito. And you want to turn them to your side. And you don't want to just die. I know this domain expansion works. I'm curious to see why it doesn't want to trigger here in the test section. Maybe it needs to go into the real world of Totally Accurate Battle Simulator so I can demonstrate for you this really cool looking domain expansion that is just not happening. And our poor Wobbler has kicked the bucket again as the raptor does a victory dance. Fine then. You want to be difficult? How about 2 more domain expansions? You want to be difficult? How about 2 more domain expansions? Trigger the domain expansion. Modulo Yuji, who still hasn't even been updated into Modulo Yuji. You're dying. You're ruining it. I'm trying to show the viewers this amazing domain expansion, and it's all your fault. You're not showing them. Increases attack speed by like 100. Maybe that'll help. Nope, that just gives you more powerful opponents to fight. Hold up. Let me save this unit. Just gonna take a quick picture. Call them. That's his name. We're gonna save him, and I put him in the Pokemon faction just to test him. Okay. All right. Show me the domain expansion. You've got 5 of them. Use it one time in combat. Look, you're surrounded by your enemies. You're ready to do it. Though, I wonder if he can't do it because maybe he's missing something. So, I know for a fact that you can't have a unit use Hollow Purple if they don't have blue in the one hand and red in the other. They baked in that requirement into the programming. So I wonder if it's required to have Mahito's ability here. Mahito Punch. Oh, a little transfiguration in the one hand. Now let's have a little bit of a test and see if he will actually use domain expansion because he finally has the proper punch. As you can see, that is Mahito's punch, and it is supposed to convert enemy units. Now, can you just use the domain expansion? It is such a nice domain expansion. There it is! All right, confirmed. We have to give him Mahito's punch to allow him to be able to do domain expansion. If you don't have his transfiguration ability, you can't domain expand. Okay, good to know for future reference. Let me just remove Modulo Sponge for now and remove the expansions for now. Continuing on with the close for our Modulo Yuji, currently called... What I need to do now is give him a pair of pants. Because this guy, one of the most powerful beings in all of JJK, dresses like I used to back in 2005. We need black pants and we need some black boots. I've already pulled up the boots, so let me just scroll on down to some boring old boots. Just need some boots with laces, just some basic old boots. You know what? Give me them there running shoes. Take the running shoes. Then we take the running shoes, we color it all black. That's just like Crow. We're wearing black back then. And then once that's done, we can come down here and grab some pants, and we probably go to the tab G section because that's just like normal clothes. These are just like normal pants for normal people who wear normal things because they're normal. And then we take the boring old tab G pants and we color them black. Black like my soul, black like my heart, black like Modulo Yuji. Just blackness. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Modulo Yuji looking pretty boring. Now, obviously, there is something we need to add to the face. There are two particular scars, one over the eye, one over the mouth, but we'll do that in just a section. And by a section, I meant a second. English is hard. Let me grab for you another domain expansion to show off. We have already done Malevolent Shrine, Idle Death Gamble, and Self-Embodiment of Perfection. You have not seen Infinite Void. There's three of them. You've got old Infinite Void, you've got regular Infinite Void, and then you've got the newest, biggest, most amazing Infinite Void ever. We're gonna grab the old one because it can trigger pretty much at any time. And now I'm gonna show you what it kind of looks like. He's gonna have this one, don't worry. Test unit, here is our Modulo Yuji, and here is Infinite Void. Look at it make everybody weightless. Imagine Modulo Yuji being able to use that in battle. It is going to be amazing. As for the new Infinite Void, we'll get there in a second. Let me just finish off this unit. We need to give him certain kind of stuff. Remove old Infinite Void. We gotta give him scars. Scars on the face. And to do that, I'm looking for vampire, not vampire with a B. Vampire with a B. Vampire hair. He wants to suck your blood. We're gonna take the vampire hair and we're gonna color it red. No, we're gonna color it team colored, and it needs to be close to the regular skin color. That's not bad. So this way, blue or red, it's still there. And then we're gonna move it forward and we're gonna shrink it down. And then we're gonna shrink it down. And then we're gonna shrink it down. And what this is doing is it's gonna be the scar over the eyes. I think it needs to go 3 over and maybe we're gonna go down 1 step, and then I need to back this thing up. So let's go, I'm gonna try something risky. 0.3, and it's gone. 0.6, starting to poke through. 0.9, okay, it's definitely poking through. Now it's floating. Drop it back to 0.8. Okay, I need to move over to a 2. Oh, I can rotate now. Oh yeah, I forgot I can rotate, not that way. Yeah, right there. Ooh, it's floating a little bit. I gotta untilt this thing. If I can untilt it like that and bring it back another step. 7. Oh yeah. Next step, I reset the eyes and now it just resets position. Well, it didn't reset, the eyes reset. That's really annoying. So I need to bring it down 1 step and then forward a step, and voila, we got a scar over the eye. Now I just need a scar on the mouth. So let me grab this and we're gonna turn on memory mode. And memory mode will allow me to grab another vampire hair. And this way we have in the exact same spot. And then hopefully the exact same color if I can find the exact same, that's pretty. Turn off memory mode, slide it down. This is a mouth scar, right? So I wanna make it wider. And that's kind of interesting. It's floating off his face a little bit, which is a problem. So I want to back that up a step. Let's go to 0.7. It's actually pretty good. There's a scar on the mouth, scar on the forehead, except the scar on the forehead has flown out of nowhere. I don't know what the forehead scar just did, but it's literally in the wrong stratosphere. It's not even close to where it's supposed to be. Get back to where you were. Okay, bring that up to 1. There, right there. Stay right there. And now we have, let me turn green, forehead scar, mouth scar, mouth scar. And all in all, this Modulo Yuji is starting to look like a proper Modulo Yuji. So let me continue to give him his appropriate Modulo Yuji power. So we have some interesting things going on here. I do want to test the other domain expansion. Will it require certain abilities to function? It is the Domain Expansion Unlimited Void. And this is what Domain Expansion Unlimited Void looks like. From the inside, it does this swirling bitness. And then you end up in this like abyss. This interesting place here, floating above the ground. If I can zoom out enough, you might recognize this from the thumbnail. Wow, why can't I zoom out enough? I can't escape it. I couldn't escape it. But yeah, that domain expansion is insane. So let's go ahead and give Modulo Yuji all the domain expansions, the other Infinite Void, as well as the Malevolent Shrine, as well as the Death Gamble. And then I quickly want to give him other abilities. I want to give him, Modulo Yuji abilities. The Yuji has his own parry. I'll give it to him like that. And then there's one more domain expansion. Go ahead and give him that Self-Embodiment of Perfection. He now has all the domain expansions accessed. Before we forget, one of his hands must be the Mojito ability, the Mojito Punch, to allow for the activation of the, the Self-Embodiment of Perfection. And then obviously I want to give Yuji his own ability, so I want to give him a little bit of a black flash over on this side. Oh yeah. That's very Modulo Yuji. Now, we've gone all the way and given him so many domain expansions, so why not give him more amazing abilities? I kind of want to give him Shutter Doors. You know what? I'm going all out. I'm giving him Boogie Woogie. I'm giving him Boogie Woogie and Shutter Doors. Why not? I'm giving him every ability. This is gonna be horrible. I can give him Dismantle. Oh my god, there's so many abilities. I'm not giving Adaption. He just looks stupid. A Toji Kick, I love it. A Toji Quick Dash, I love it. Todo's Kick, we're gonna add that one as well. Max Output Red, yes. Oh, I might not be able, I will try to give him Hollow Purple. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it because he doesn't have blue. But I'm gonna try it. Oh, Ground Pitch. Yes. Not Fire Barrage. Nah, he doesn't need Fire Barrage. Rapid Escape. Yep, he's getting Rapid Escape. He's getting Max Elephant. He's getting Max Elephant. He's getting Dismantle Block. He's getting Maki's Block. He's already got all the domain expansions. Oh, Maharaga Summon? Why not? He can summon Maharaga. It's fine. And that's literally every JJK ability I can possibly give him. We're gonna call him, oh god, Modulo Yuji is a mistake. Health-wise, I'm gonna give him a million HP. That's even more than my usual. Size is fine. Weight is fine. Oh, I know. Another ability. Never fall. Please stop falling over. Fall. Hard to fall. There we go. Don't fall over. Movement speed. Jack it up. Attack speed. Jack it up. Damage. Jack it up. This Yuji is such a mistake. This is such a bad idea. And we're just going to demonstrate just how disgusting it is to have every single domain expansion, every single JJK ability all put into one person. And he only costs 21 points because that's the minimum I can put in. And here I found this really good Jujutsu Kaisen map. This is Shinjuku High. For our first fight, I wanted to start relatively simple. On the left, you have Modulo Yuji is a mistake containing every single domain expansion known to mankind. And over on this side, you have a regular old, everyday, early game Modulo Yuji regular Yuji who has Divergent Fist and sometimes a Black Flash, but mostly a Divergent Fist. And they're gonna fight here on the battle court of the high school from the show. Let's start the fight. Immediately, we go with a Rapid Escape and, oh my god, Infinite Void domain expansion. There's Ground Pitch being tossed to the side of Yuji. And next up, Modulo Yuji does Max Elephant, followed by the other. He did back-to-back Infinite Voids, the old one and the new one, followed by Malevolent Shrine inside the Infinite Void. Are you kidding me? And we're still inside the first Infinite Void. There's Hollow Purple. Hits him with a Hollow Purple, and then a Max Elephant throws a Hollow Purple, impacting into Yuji while running away with the Rapid Escape. I'm losing track of the names. Here comes Maximum Red, fired and missed, and probably will come back and boomerang, impacting both Yuji's as they dodge a Ground Pitch. And then we have some Maki kicks. Max Elephant crushing Yuji, Dismantle being activated. Modulo Yuji, another domain expansion. I see Malevolent Shrine. I see Infinite Void. He's floating in the Infinite Void while being caught in the Malevolent Shrine. Hollow Purple going off. Max Elephant, regular. Oh my god, I'm losing track of the abilities. There's so many. There's a Dismantle. There's a Rapid Escape. We're not seeing, Shutter Doors. There's Shutter Doors. There's a couple we're not seeing too much of. I think they require HP triggers. Which one's that one? Hold on, I'm stuck inside this one domain expansion. I can't leave. I can't escape. I'm gonna zoom out. Oh no! Oh no! Modulo Yuji off the edge of the map! Regular Yuji off the edge of the map! And Modulo Yuji wins because regular Yuji fell faster. Modulo Yuji is a mistake versus Megumi Sukuna. They both have Megumi's abilities, but Megumi Sukuna does not have all the abilities of his Modulo Yuji. Look at this domain expansion. Look at how massive it is. This is the new Infinite Void. It is huge. Now let me get back in on the action because they're still fighting and we don't even know what's going on. There we go. Now we're close and personal. Here comes Max Elephant. They both Max Elephant. There's a dismantle. Max Output Red, point blank and missed with the Relevant Escape or Rapid Escape. Hollow Purple. Malevolent Shrine. Another Infinite Void followed by another Infinite Void. There's two. There's an Infinite Void inside of an Infinite Void with a Malevolent Shrine going off. So many domain expansions. I don't know who's going to win this fight because they're both exceptionally powerful units. I mean, you do have Sukuna Megami. I mean, or Maguna as many people call him, and he's very strong. But now we've got Modulo Yuji, all these abilities, and it's just disgusting. Guys, this is an amazing video. Hopefully you enjoyed the concept. If you did, comment down below and let me know. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching.